Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. So this is my first actual real video, but let's get right into it. I'm going to tell you what these are and what happened with them. Let's get into it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it right away. So this right here is a slug snake egg. So what that means is an egg that the ball python laid. This came out of a ball python, but the egg is actually infertile. What that means is that the female laid the egg just like a chicken would lay a regular egg. However, it was not fertilized, just like the eggs you eat at your house, right? Those are not fertilized and won't like hatch into chickens. These are unfertilized, so it's just an egg that would have been a baby if it had been fertilized. So how does that happen and who laid it? Let's go find out. So first and foremost, who laid it and what happened? So this right here is ElVira. It is a spider ball python morph. Basically meaning it's the exact same colors, kind of a regular ball python, but it looks very like spider webby pattern. That's why they call it the spider ball python. So this girl laid it yesterday, laid the eggs yesterday. So what happened was she did the normal thing, laid the eggs. However, it was not fertile like we talked about. So what that means basically is that whenever she was paired to a male, the male either did not successfully inseminate, right? Or she herself refused to like let them get fertilized, right? It can be an issue with her, it can be an issue with the food she was taking, it can be an issue with the male not being sterile or not being fertile. It could be a whole mess of different reasons or issues that cause the infertility. However, what that kind of boils down to is that we have a snake who is now off of the breeding season for the rest of the season, right? It's coming up to a close now anyway. And what that means is we're gonna go ahead and put her away, let her do her normal thing. And this fall, when we start the whole breeding cycle over again, we'll set her back up, get her breeding again, and go from there. So it does kind of suck that we have these infertile eggs, but it is nice that we actually know that she did lay eggs, right? So yeah, with that being said, now let's go over what an infertile egg is, right? We learned out about what it is, but like, how can you tell, right? So first and foremost, these eggs, like I showed you before, these ones are kind of like turning yellow because they're decaying really. But they normally pop out a very starkish white kind of color, right? These are not white. This side kind of is closer to what they would be. However, they're also a lot smaller. So normal snake or normal ball python eggs are going to be about like 3-ish times, maybe 2.5, something like that, bigger than these, right? They're a lot larger. These are infertile. There's nothing growing inside of them, so they don't get developed as much as they normally would. There's also no veins inside of those eggs. So let's go over how you find out if a snake egg has veins and what that looks like. I don't have any videos of snake eggs that have veins, so I'll post a picture like here, one of the places. And then I'm gonna show you now how you can tell if it has veins. So as you can see here, the eggs, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a flashlight down like this. This is just a phone, and we can take the egg, put it right over here, and you can see there are no veins in here. This is just a clear nodule, if you will. Right, and they're all like that. No veins at all. There's a small black little dot right there, which was probably at one point the embryo, but no veins. These are just what they called slugs. So yeah, that is the brief right now. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update of how the breeding season's going so far. This is the first clutch of the year, and the season's coming to a close as far as breeding. They'll probably get bred for the rest of the month, and then we'll probably cut it off from there. And begin to start our next season over, right? Getting the females back up to weight, getting them cycled, getting everything happening, and we'll kind of go from there. So yeah, that's the update on our very first female that laid eggs. That's ElVira. That is unfortunately her slugged out clutch of 4 eggs, which sucks, but it is what it is. So stay tuned. I'll continue to update you as more of this females hopefully lay eggs and how the rest of the season goes. If we end up getting a viable clutch, what we'll end up doing is doing a whole video segment on from the very birth of the snake we'll do a segment from the very beginning of the laying of the snake all the way to the birth, and it'll be super cool to actually go through that entire process. And again, this is my very first like actual video. Most of my stuff is actually over on TikTok that I do daily. These videos I hope to do at least once a week, just kind of an update of what's going on, what we're doing, feeding, cleaning, all that kind of fun stuff. If you want to be really engaged with me, go hop over on TikTok. I'm there constantly. However, it might be going away, so do with that what you will. But hope to see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully that short video was encouraging to you and educational to you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you hate me or you like me, let me know down below. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks, guys.